right, welcome back to the show. Texas Senator John Cornyn, a.k.a. the comeback kid. Senator Cornyn, you just blew the lid off it. You won the primary. Probably nobody expected you to. It's fascinating. Now, I want to ask you, Mr. Paxton is saying if the Republican Senate can pass the Voting Rights Act and abolish the filibuster, he'll drop out. Now, this is just kind of phony baloney. You're not going to abolish the filibuster. That's not a test. The president wants you to pass the Voting Rights Act. I'm sure you're for it, too. But this just doesn't sound legit.
Well, I've been original co-sponsor of the Save America Act, which in a normal world, Larry, would be common sense. Only American citizens get to vote. You got to show voter ID, which enjoys broad bipartisan support on every poll that's ever been taken. But the Democrats are reflexively opposing anything and everything that President Trump wants to do, including funding the people that work for TSA and the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the like. So we may have to do this alone. And I support the talking filibuster that Senator Lee and others have been promoting.
So you do support that. But, I mean, your runoff against Mr. Paxton shouldn't depend on these I mean, you're in favor of these things, I would reckon. I don't understand why he's saying if you abolish the filibuster. I mean, again, that just sounds like it's phony baloney. That's not the issue, abolishing the filibuster.
Well, Larry, you've been around politics a long time, and unfortunately, Mr. Paxton has struggles with the truth. The truth is I've supported the president 99.3% of the times, as my ads have said, perhaps endlessly back home in Texas. And so I guess he's got to say something, but it's not true. And I know President Trump understands it because I've talked to him about it. He understands I want him to be successful because I want our country to be successful.
So you're very much in favor of this voter registration act. Do you think the president will finally come around and endorse you? Well,
you know, the president is perhaps as well or better than I do, Larry, and the president's going to be the one to make that decision on his own timetable. In the meantime, we have about 78 days until the May 26th runoff. We're doing everything we can to get ready. If the president decides to weigh in, we would welcome that, but we're not waiting around.
Will you get a vote finally? I mean, I've had Senator Thune on this show, and he said he wants to get a vote on the Voting Rights Act, Save America Act. Will you get a vote in the Senate, do you think?
Yeah, Senator Thune, the majority leader, said he'll put it on the floor next week. And so we'll get a chance to see where people stand. I will vote enthusiastically in support of it as common sense legislation that I know the vast majority of my constituents support back home.
And you mentioned that I guess it's called the talking filibuster. I mean, does it make sense? Does that work for you?
Well, we haven't used it in a long time, and it takes a lot of cooperation. We're going to need at least 51 of us to agree to table poison pill amendments by the Democrats and to get on the bill. And I think it remains to be seen what their reaction is going to be. But I'll be supporting it.
I didn't mean to interrupt, sorry. I was just going to say, just every poll I see, it's like an 80-20 issue or more. I just do not understand Mr. Schumer and the Democrats on this one.
Yeah, it's just reflexive Trump derangement syndrome once again.
Senator Cornyn, last one on the race. You got the runoff in May. I mean, what's the biggest issue as you see it in Texas?
Well, people in the Republican primary want to know that you support the president, which is why we're emphasizing the fact that I voted with him 99.3% of the time. And also they want the border secure, which thanks to President Trump, it is now secure. I've been endorsed by the National Border Patrol Council, which is sort of the gold standard. They were big in President Trump's campaign and election, and they are supporting me. So those are the two main issues. But again, trying to chip away at inflation is important as well.
Well, you're the comeback kid, Senator John Cornyn. Congratulations. All right, I wish you well in your race, folks.